Not how I expected to say that. Hello everyone, welcome back to another video on my channel. So for this week's review, we are going to be testing out yet more Revolution makeup. Now I'm very happy about this because Revolution are absolutely killing it at the moment. They are bringing out collections left, right and centre, but this week we are going to be focusing on one limited edition collection in particular. This is the Revolution x Nath collection. As you can see, I've got quite a few products here in my hands with me today. They have collabed with a Polish glamour model called Natalia Szywiec. I think that's how she pronounces her name. I'm so sorry if not. But guys, look at the packaging for these products. Like, this could potentially be my favourite Revolution collection so far, purely just based off the packaging alone. Can we just talk about how lovely and glamorous this palette is, for example? Look how sparkly. Look how cute and baby pink they are. And just to get into the spirit of things, I accidentally, on purpose, did my nails to match the palettes. How cute. If that's not dedication, I don't know what is, guys. So if you want to see how I got on with the products, how I created the look that I'm wearing today, and what I thought of these products overall, then make sure to keep on watching. So I'm going to start out this review by testing out what could be described as my favourite item out of the whole collection already. This is the Nath eyeshadow palette, and I mean, look at this. It's absolutely stunning. Can you guess why it's my favourite? If you can't, you obviously aren't a regular viewer of my channel. It's pink, it's sparkly, and I'm obsessed. And of course, the most important part of this, which is the eyeshadows. Look at the shades in this palette. How beautiful. I love pretty much every single one of these shades. I think my favourite shade is Moon up here because it looks almost identical to my nail polish. So I'm going to start out with the shade Caramel as my transition. The only bad thing about this palette, which I've already kind of figured out, is that they don't have a mirror. That's the only bad thing so far, and I mean, if that's the only bad thing, we're getting off to a good start, you know. Am I gonna go in and do this whole eyeshadow look blind? That kind of might be what this turns into, a challenge video as well as a makeup review. What can I say? I'm a multitasker, everyone. I'd love to actually be able to tell you if it's blending very nicely or if it isn't. Right, so now I have a mirror and can actually see what I'm doing. Caramel has made quite a nice transition shade. I think I'm gonna go in next with Tan, which is that shade down here, and deepen the crease a little bit further. Just going in with sweeping motions. So far so good. Tan is making a really nice shade to blend into that original shade Camel. It's nice and pigmented, but it's also a very soft kind of light brown. The only bad thing that I would say about Tan at this time is that there's quite a lot of fallout in the pan when you go in and pick up the shadow, but it hasn't actually dropped down onto my cheeks or anything like that, so we're all good so far. There we go, lovely, nice and blended. Oh yeah, guys, if you're wondering which palette it is that I'm actually using for the mirror, this is the All That Glistens eyeshadow palette, also by Revolution. I did a review on this literally last week, so I will link it above if you haven't seen that already. Next, I'm gonna go in with the shade Aubergine, which is down at the bottom here, and I'm just gonna use this on the outer corner of my eye, just to deepen up the crease and the outer section. So as you saw, I applied those shadows and blended them together. I think they've mixed actually quite nicely, so I'm very happy with that. I'm now going to go in with a couple of shimmer shades from this palette and create a halo eye effect. Tulum, is that what this says? Tulum. I'm going to use that on the outer corners of my eye, and then I'm going to use Moon in the centre. So now I've applied those two shimmer shades to my lid, I'm having a look and I absolutely love them. The formula is really nice. The Tulum shade is a really nice iridescent kind of two-toned. It's got a little bit of a tan colour as well as having a really sparkly white kind of pink shade. And then Moon, oh my goodness, it is so lovely. I literally cannot fault it. It also has that iridescent kind of look to it where it's pink but also has a little bit of silvery in there. I absolutely love them both. However, on my part, it may not have been the best choice to go with the matte shadows that I applied first, but we live and we learn. Like I said, a little bit of a mistake on my part, but I can't go around with two different eye looks on, so I'm going to go off camera and apply the shadows to the other eye as well. So now I finished my other eye. I don't know why. Eye number 2 went so much better than eye number 1. It always happens. You always have a better eye. I'm going to go in now with the shade Coconut over here, which is this really nice brown shade. And I'm just going to drag that along my lower lash line just to finish off the eye makeup. So now that we finished the eye makeup look, we're going to go in with the highlight and contour palette. I'm quite excited about this one too, if you couldn't tell. Look at some of the shades in this palette. That Paradise shade at the top, absolutely unbelievable. And then also the shade Darling as well, which is a really nice blushy kind of deep pink colour. And then those two highlighter shades at the bottom. Unreal, guys. I'm super excited. I'm going to go in with the shade Desert first, just to kind of do the normal contouring parts on my face. And just using this face shape brush by Zoeva, I'm going to go in and just tap it into the hollows of my cheeks. I don't really need a lot of that because my cheeks are quite hollow in some lights already. Then once I've patted on the powder, I'm going to go in and just diffuse it with this, I believe this is Be Flawless. I don't know, I'm so sorry, it's completely rubbed off. I think this is the Be Flawless contour brush. I use this pretty much every single day just to kind of help blend out my contour when I apply it. I usually only apply powders with this one, but this has been my go-to powder brush for contour for the longest time, and I still absolutely love it. So that contour shade has gone on really nicely. Please excuse this horrendous spot scar that's come through. It's literally the worst. It looks like I've got a dent in my forehead. Oh, and my hair's not looking too cute either. Ah, what is happening today? Just bringing it down to my jawline and neck to help blend everything in and just create a little bit of a shadow so you cannot see my double chins. Now for the exciting part, my loves. I don't know which of these three shades to use for my highlighter. I think I'm gonna have to swatch them and see how they apply to my skin. So this is the shade Darling. Going, oh my god, it's so nice. Look at how stunning that peachy shade Darling is. Oh my goodness, I'm gonna have such a hard time picking. Next up, we have the shade Admirer, which is also quite striking too. Ah! Really a nice shade as well. Oh my goodness. I don't know, these are all so lovely. And then next we have Sweetheart, which is a really nice champagne-y kind of colour. Now, swatching them on the back of my hand didn't help me make a decision whatsoever. I have no freaking idea which one I'm going to pick. Oh, what about Paradise? I want to swatch that one too. So that one's a little bit more matte than the others, but it is still really lovely. That one's the shade Paradise. I think I'm going to go with the shade Admirer, which is this one here, using my favourite Morphe fan brush. I'm going to go in and just apply that to my cheeks. As well, this doesn't have a mirror in it, guys, so I'm literally using the viewfinder to find my way. Just looking in the viewfinder, that is such a lovely shade. That is so lovely. It's a lot more subtle than I thought it was going to be, but that's okay. You can always build up product, but you can't really take it away very easily. I'm just going to go in and use it on the tip of my nose. Oh yeah, you can definitely see it on the tip of my nose. Maybe a little bit too much, one might say. Just gonna put it on my Cupid's bow. But yeah, looking at that, you can see it's absolutely beaming. And I'm obsessed. Speaking of highlighters, I could not help but pick up this little bad boy. Now this is an individual highlighter called Magic Glow. Kind of similar to that shade Paradise in the way that it has the kind of like flecks of different colours going through it. Am I going to try this as well? I think I'm going to have to at least swatch it, if not apply it. There you go. So just going in. I don't want to ruin it because it's so beautiful. So this is what that shade Magic Glow looks like. Absolutely stunning. Taking my breath away. I'm going to have to apply it. Oh, the only thing is, it's quite powdery. I don't know if you can see. But yeah, that is going straight onto my cheeks. My parents are going to be like, are you okay? You look a little bit shiny. I'll say, Mum and Dad, I'm absolutely fine. You don't need to worry about me. I'm just living it up. I love that. I really do like it. I couldn't not buy this. I didn't need to because I had that other highlight and contour palette, but I had to get it because It's so pretty. Okay, so last but not least, we have one of the lipsticks. So I went for the shade Biscuit. I believe there were 3 different shades. I will put it on the screen if that's not the case. I went for this one because I'm a sucker for a nude matte lipstick. I just am, like, I have so many, but you can never have too many. Just going in and swatching this on the back of my hand. So this is what the shade Biscuit is looking like, and it is a very, very nice and pigmented nude. Also, the packaging I found really interesting. I mean, look at that, isn't it absolutely lovely? So I already prepped my lips before I even started this video. I applied some lip conditioner. I'm gonna go off camera very quickly and line my lips, and then I will apply this lipstick. Right, so as you can see, I applied the shade Biscuit to my lips and I absolutely love this lipstick. When I was applying it, it was super smooth, super creamy. It's a nude lipstick, but my lips don't feel dry or dehydrated whatsoever. Pigmentation wise, really, really good. I'm looking in the viewfinder and it is one of the perfect shades for kind of like day to day, but also if you were doing a kind of like deeper, darker, smoky eye maybe, you could use this to kind of counteract the strength, the harshness of an eyeshadow look, let's go with that. But yeah, really loved the lipstick. Packaging is a 10 out of 10 for me, as usual. It's pink. It's gonna win, it's pink. Overall, I really like all the aspects of this lipstick. I'm just gonna go in now and do the kiss test on the back of my hand to see whether or not there's any transfer. I mean, there is quite a bit of transfer, but I mean, even just doing that, the pigmentation is still there. It feels really nice, light and soft on my lips. The formula is really great. So that was my thoughts on the limited edition Revolution Pro X Nath collection. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you give it a big thumbs up. Everything that I've shown you product-wise will be listed in the description down below, along with my social media, so make sure you go over and follow that if you have not already. A link to my channel will be left over here in case you want to go over and subscribe, and previous videos will be left up here in case you want to carry on watching. Thank you again so much for spending your time with me this week. I hope you have a super lush weekend as always, and I will see you again next time for another video. Bye!